Melendi Spirit Award was established by the Cedar Falls Community Foundation in 2011 to recognize those who have made outstanding contributions to Cedar Falls' quality of life through philanthropic or other means. The award is named for Peter Melendi, who came to Cedar Falls in 1857 from Cincinnati, Ohio. He became an ardent community builder with contributions in arts, culture, education, and agricultural pursuits. He served the community in many positions, culminating with a term as mayor and writing the first history of Cedar Falls. In everything he did, he generated enthusiasm and raised money for Cedar Falls. He laid the groundwork for many of the institutions we still enjoy. The Cedar Falls Community Foundation accepts nominations of individuals, families, groups, or organizations who embody these same principles for the Melendi Spirit Award. A posthumous Melendi Spirit Award is made from time to time as we remember those who came before us, whose contributions had a significant impact on the development of Cedar Falls. This year, we honor Erasmus Adams, co-founder of Cedar Falls, who arrived here in 1845 with his brother-in-law, William Sturgis. Erasmus entered enthusiastically into the life of the community as a farmer, businessman, school board member, justice of the peace, and civic leader. For over 25 years, Erasmus Adams and his family helped shape Cedar Falls, and the Adams family ties to Iowa remained strong for generations. In a minute, we will welcome Paul Adams, great-great-grandson of Erasmus Adams, who has traveled here from Michigan to accept this award on behalf of his great-great-grandfather. But first, let's learn a little about the impact Erasmus Adams had on Cedar Falls.
The founding of Cedar Falls is almost always attributed to one man, William Sturgis, who arrived here in 1845 and named the settlement Sturgis Falls. Sturgis, however, was accompanied by his brother-in-law, Erasmus Adams, a cabinet maker and schoolteacher from Ohio. Erasmus Adams, the other founder of Cedar Falls, had arguably more of an impact on the development of the community because he remained here for decades. Yet he is largely forgotten due to his role as second settler. Erasmus D. Adams was born on the last day of December in 1814 in Maine. Erasmus was well educated, graduating from the Methodist Episcopal Wesleyan Seminary in 1832. Soon after, he began moving westward, settling first in Cleveland, Ohio, where he made chairs, and then in Monmouth, Illinois, where he taught school. In 1841, he was in Iowa City, at that time the capital of the Iowa Territory. In Iowa City, Erasmus met and married Catherine Sturgis, sister of William Sturgis. In 1845, William and Erasmus traveled north to Black Hawk County. Sturgis was in search of a site for a water-powered mill. Adams apparently was more interested in farming. After scouting the area, the two men and their families moved permanently to the site that would become Cedar Falls in September 1845. They both built log cabin homes and each cleared land. The first white child born in the county was Jessie Sturgis on October 1, 1846. She was followed just 3 days later by Henry Adams, the first boy born in the county. Sturgis, lacking money and manpower, sold his claim to John Overman in 1848 and moved to Minnesota. The Adams family remained for more than 20 more years. Erasmus established his chair-making business in his home. He made maple sugar every year for market, one year tapping over 900 area trees. In 1848, he was elected Justice of the Peace with G.H. Hanna of Waterloo. In 1851, the town of Cedar Falls was laid out. When the Cedar Falls School District was formed in 1853, Erasmus was elected secretary. In 1855, Erasmus filed his claim on 200 acres in Black Hawk County. In 1862, the Cedar Falls Gazette touted the list of buildings being put up in Cedar Falls, noting, "Few towns in the state, if any, present a more lively or business-like appearance than Cedar Falls, and the future is as bright as that of any inland town in the state." Pioneer settler, farmer, businessman, school board member, Justice of the Peace, club member, E.D. Adams was an active participant in building the community of Cedar Falls from 1845 until 1870. Cedar Falls was shaped by his participation.
Erasmus Adams is truly one of the unsung heroes of Cedar Falls, and without his efforts and work and commitment to our community, Cedar Falls would not be here today, or certainly not in its present form. So I'd like to read to you the inscription on the award. And accepting the award today posthumously is Erasmus's great-great-grandson, Paul. Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So the Melendi Spirit Award is presented to the family of Erasmus Adams, a co-founder of Cedar Falls, a farmer, a merchant, and a manufacturer, on behalf of the Cedar Falls Community Foundation for 2021.
I am from Michigan, but I was born in Iowa, as were my father, my grandfather, and my great-grandfather. The one who started my family's connection with Iowa was, of course, my great-great-grandfather, the person we are honoring today. Erasmus Darwin Adams, who is most commonly known as E.D. Adams, spent his first 21 years in Maine before he started traveling westward. I think at some point he started to sing a song. I really ought to give Iowa a try. And he did. At age 24, he crossed the big river, soon became friends with William Sturgis, and within a couple of years had married William's sister Catherine. Incidentally, this means that Erasmus's descendants are genetically related to both co-founder families. By the time E.D. was 30, 176 years ago, he was right here beginning his Cedar Falls experience. The Melendi Spirit Award is a wonderful recognition of Erasmus's roles in founding Cedar Falls and in contributing 25 years to its development. If E.D. could see Cedar Falls today, he would be immensely proud of what his city had become and would be most honored to receive this award. And in representing the multitude of his descendants, I am grateful to be able to accept this award for him. So thank you, Cedar Falls Community Foundation, for this honor, and thank you, Cedar Falls Historical Society, for your supporting role. This award really means a lot to me. Thank you very much.